right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Monday here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room. Filthy Phil, the fill-in, is sitting in. He ain't filling in. He's just hanging out. We all had lunch together today, so we thought, what better way to continue to ruin our appetites but to have Phil on the show. Hey,
Yes.
Phil.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes. You know what? The call came out across the bow that I knew the moment that the NFL allowed and a tie to happen in a game that Randy Wright, that rant would be
Yeah.
epic enough that I
Yeah.
needed to come and see it in person.
Right, and of course, your moment there that you just took, let me just remind everybody, this is a very short show. So we got to keep it quick and keep our thoughts concise. And I think there's a treaty that must be signed immediately, and the treaty should be between Harris and Phil, that on any one game we talk, only one of you gives any kind of meaningful analysis per game, or else we will never make it. Yes, Randy White, quickly.
Who is Randy Wright?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just being nice when I didn't say he sounded drunk over there.
Okay. All right.
By the way, who drank all the damn whiskey in my office?
So when I look back on this week,
yeah, I saw there is that one bottle that is just about absolutely gone. People aren't even trying to pretend like they're sneaking it anymore.
Yeah,
it is down to like backwash.
Yeah, it's the end of the month. Refills are needed. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I will replenish the candy in the candy dish, but I don't think I need to replenish, your alcoholism. I don't think it's up for me.
Ease up on the tap.
So, all right, listen, it is 1 hour before we go to Monday Night Football. Some genius decided, hey, let's have Monday Night Football doubleheader. Hey, that's a great idea. So one game after another, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What? One game after another, right?
No.
Like that meme?
No.
Nope. They're going to overlap. Of course, here on 1580 The Fanatic, we're airing Cincinnati Bengals at the Denver Broncos.
That's the better game.
Thank God.
I honestly did that for Phil because I really don't think either game is worth a damn.
You know what this is? This is going to a wedding and finding out that all they have are little sliders and then croissant rolls with little smokies.
Sliders.
That's exactly right.
And it's like we in the absence of food, we are going to provide you 2 lesser options. And hopefully together they make a dish.
We are saving you from the Jets and the Miami Dolphins. That was our public service. But listen, we don't have time to even talk about this. We don't have time to talk about the fact it's National Coffee Day. We don't have time to get into what kind of coffees and things that anybody likes. There's just no time. We don't have time to talk about how the Padres swept the Diamondbacks and ended the season.
We don't have time. Don't have time.
Oh, Lordy.
We don't have time for
Daddy.
that.
My actual analysis on the page.
Oof. Yeah, I don't have time for that.
We don't have time to talk about the Mercury beating the Lynx and advancing to the first part of the WNBA Finals since 2021.
Yeah.
Since 2021, whoever wrote this was like, 4 years is a long time.
Big deal. Let's go, Lady Mercury.
Hey, that was my freshman year in college.
We are going to talk tomorrow about nobody cares, Harris. Why do you think anyone cares? Did I just say I want to do this quick?
Why are
you trying to slow me down here?
That's a good point, Jeffrey.
So shut up. So that we don't have time to talk about ASU beating TCU. We will talk about this tomorrow, Harris. So be ready for that.
Right,
you will. I'll be born. I'm born ready.
All right. So you were just born. So Taylor Swift was actually talking about doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And then they're like, okay, we can't pay you. That's not how it works. And you're not going to pay us. That's fine. And she says, hey, all I want is my video rights to the performance. And they're like, well, no, we got to keep those. She's like, I'm out. And that's why now you have Bad Bunny performing in the Super Bowl halftime show.
I'm sorry, who?
Bad Bunny.
Oh, I thought you said Bugs Bunny.
It's Bad Bunny. He is actually Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, but Bad Bunny to his friends.
So, what does this guy sing? Anything I know?
Nothing.
I walk the line.
No.
I have no idea.
I wish I was a country boy.
Pour some sugar on me.
Oh,
What?
okay.
What's
First
that?
off, let's not disrespect Bad Bunny here. He makes some good stuff.
Who?
Name a song.
Monaco.
What? Okay, that's a place. That is a country.
TT Me Pregunto.
You know what? He has done a bunch of
I just went PP Meriginto just before the show started.
TT is what?
He's done some stuff in the WWE. Did you guys ever see
He
Bullet
did
Train?
do that.
Don't watch wrestling.
He did
No,
do
no,
that.
Wrestling is not a
See, Phil
sport.
knows ball.
Did you ever watch
He knows ball.
the movie Bullet Train with Brad
No.
Pitt?
No.
He was in that.
I did
Never
see
seen
that. Don't remember.
He was
Yeah.
in one of those.
Okay. Whatever. So here's the thing. I have seen Bad Bunny on some shows and stuff. I mean, he's what you choose for Saturday Night Live, not for the Super Bowl. But you know what? I'm not angry about it. I'm not mad about it. It's just not going to be great.
Well,
So,
I mean, it's just going to give us an extra chance, Jeff, to go back over to the snack table and refill.
yep, we will molest the buffet like we always do.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Phil
All right.
can get some of that whiskey too.
So let's get started.
some
We
more.
have just this hour to talk about every NFL game that happened. Now, ever since they changed the format of the way they're doing things with the NFL, instead of the hour and a half we used to have, now we have just this hour. So here we go. No stories about who you met or your past, Harris. Okay, and
I'll do my best.
no lingering Dennis Miller-like comparisons to a pair of loafers you have that remind you of certain players. Phil, we just got to get through this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Kenneth Gainwell reminds me of a good old shoe that you
Wow.
just used to have that
You
now has a
just talked to him.
I think we both should have taken the day off.
Yeah.
Let these guys handle this.
Yeah.
We can go get some more cookies and let these guys take over. I mean,
It's a self-defense thing because Harris is going to eat all the rest of the cookies if we don't
Oh,
get
yeah.
to them.
I have already eaten 4 of them.
I've only had 2, so I need to hit
Mm.
that again.
To the surprise of nobody, oatmeal raisin is still readily available.
I
Oh,
love oatmeal
yeah.
raisin. I'll eat them. I'll eat them.
What?
hey, Jeff, go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oatmeal raisins like the Kenneth
Oh my
Gainwell.
God.
of
Jesus
cookies,
Christ.
By the way.
Stop it, Harris.
Can't even jump into it.
All right, so we'll start with the morning game, Sunday morning, the international game that nobody asked for, but we got. Steelers beat the Vikings 24-21. I watched that game because I always accidentally get up early, and I gotta say, the Steelers just decisively handled their business and looked good against the Vikings. Is that a mirage, or are the Steelers actually good?
Well, I was impressed with Pittsburgh's defense with all the
Yes.
injuries that they have to be able to come in and force 2 turnovers. That's definitely
Should
a
have been
positive
3.
sign. Should have been 3. That's true, Phil. Aaron Rodgers, 18 of 22, 200 yards. So some efficiency through the air there. They ran the ball well. They won this game in all the facets, and they played a clean football game. That's what wins in the NFL.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and seeing Aaron Rodgers happy, well, that made me a little sad. I never liked that.
Yeah.
The Irish were into it, and of course, Sweet Caroline shows up.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that so much when they do that.
Can I ask a question? Isn't Aaron Rodgers always happy since he got into this Hiawatha or
Ayahuasca.
Oh, there's ups
Ayahuasca?
and downs, Randy.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
ups
yeah.
and downs.
Oh.
Part of it is the up of him being high on it, and the
Uh-huh.
down of him realizing, oh, I'm still Aaron Rodgers.
Ah.
By the way, DK Metcalf, that was a hell of a touchdown run. But
What a
nobody ran faster in that moment than Isaiah Rodgers. NFL Next Gen Stats clocked him at 23.32 miles an hour. That is the
Almost.
fastest speed in a play since 2017.
Almost as fast as you.
when
Phil.
they brought out the
That's
Next Gen Stats.
that's like Phil when he's going for the whiskey, man. That's like his top speed.
So that was a pretty amazing play right there. Patrick Queen, he did have something to say about it. He's like, it was incredible. He says, yeah, these people were into it the entire game. And they're right. They were cheering and yelling and celebrating the entire game because that's what they do in soccer. It's like
Yeah,
you got to have
yeah,
stamina
yeah.
Right.
to be a fan
Oh, yeah.
in Europe.
Yeah.
And he says, I might get a little heat, but it was different than being at home. They were into it the entire game. Every single third down, we could hear them.
And
So
I just got to say this. Isn't American football maybe about that much more exciting than European football?
don't know, man, because
Oh, yeah.
that's soccer. Soccer's stupid, and they know deep down that's true.
Well,
Rugby is pretty exciting.
rugby is a
rugby
hell of a
is.
game. I mean, let's go.
I've always-
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Let's go.
Darn right. I've always had a
Darn
problem.
right, Harris. Shut up.
I've always had a problem with American crowds in the pro sports compared to Europeans. If they brought that European energy that they brought to the American
I
pro
think when
sports,
when
it'd be
you're-
a different product.
We work harder and longer
That is
every
true
day
tribalism.
at our jobs
Yeah.
than
We
the
do.
Europeans
Oh, yeah.
do. So we have less energy to give. So if you get that energy out of an American, that means something really great has happened.
Okay, that's a
visited-
good point.
I visited Spain one time, and at
Oh.
7:00 in the morning, at the resort we were staying at, they were working
Yeah.
from 11 in the morning until 3:00 in the afternoon, dead quiet.
Siesta.
Wow.
And then they went until 5 p.m.
Yeah.
3 until 5. Then it was done.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
it was a real thing. I
Wow.
enjoyed it, actually. It's very peaceful
That's very
when I
cool.
was in
Yeah,
Spain.
yeah.
So not everybody enjoyed their Ireland experience the same. International games might be good for the NFL and the pocketbook and the PR, but they weren't good for Skylar Thompson.
No.
Skylar Thompson's a backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's on injured reserve, so you weren't going to see him in the game anyway. So then you're asked, why was he there? But the Steelers played there in Dublin against Minnesota Vikings, and about 3 a.m., Skylar got jumped and robbed by several men.
Oh,
He only suffered minor injuries, and he was on the injured reserve anyway, like I said. But no word on why he was walking the streets of Dublin by himself at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
You moron. What are you doing out
yeah,
there?
absolutely. The more I think about this, the more these guys need like chaperones.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
well said.
Yes, they do.
Well said. Yeah, that would create jobs too.
All right, so let's go to the next game. Falcons beat the Commandos 34-27. And, okay, well, that's predictable when you've got the Commanders banged up, don't even have their quarterback. But here's the thing, 34-27, that was a much closer score than I thought there was going to be. Michael Penix, Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
You stuttered there.
Yeah.
No, I just
No,
wanted
he
to.
said
You got to
Penix.
make sure you pronounce it correct.
He said
I wanted to
Penix.
make
It is a
sure.
trap.
Well, are they dropping the junior part of Michael Penix Jr.?
No, it's Penix.
That's what I said.
No, you
Penix.
said
I said it
Penix.
fast.
Yeah.
I can't help what
Yeah, no.
your mind goes when you hear it, Randy.
No, it's not my mind.
But he had 20 for 26 and 313 yards, two touchdowns, and an interception. All right. So you were very high on the Falcons, Harris.
I was. Yes. And it's been a rough start for
This
my
was
narrative.
an easy win. This don't count.
I don't know. This Commanders defense has improved. They got a bunch of new pieces in the offseason, like Dietrich Wise and other guys in the front seven. So they're improved there. But you know what? Hats off to Michael Penix, man. You complete like 70% of your passes and 90 QBR. They ran the ball. Not great. So they really had to put the team on his back. And he delivered 34 points in the NFL anywhere. Is no joke.
And you know what I've noticed too is does this mean that Kyle Pitts actually has an NFL career? Because since Penix has joined this team,
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts has been an actual member of this offense.
This is true.
As he
This is
probably
true,
should have been
Randy.
long
He should
ago.
be,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Wow.
Also, let's not undersell the effect of Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson
Oh,
had himself
yeah.
a day. Rushing is not that impressive, but that's why you go to the full box score here. Bijan Robinson, 4 receptions for 106 yards. Guys,
That's amazing,
That's
right?
an average of
Yeah.
27, nearly
For
27
a running
yards.
back, too.
Don't forget
man.
Drake London
Ooh.
in that mess.
Yeah, Drake London. I mean,
For 110.
Michael Penix, whenever he dials in on a guy, Look at that. 8 receptions on 10 targets. You find yourself somebody in life who loves you just as much as Michael Penix loves himself some Drake London.
Phil?
Yeah.
Did you get those headphones at Earnhardt Ford?
I could have. Why?
Because it's got the bull on the
Oh
side.
no, it's talking about Smashing Machine. It's coming out this weekend. These are the Dwayne the Rock Johnson Under Armour. Ooh,
That looks like Earnhardt Ford.
nope, it's a Brahman bull.
You bought them from a movie?
No,
Why-
I
why
bought
would you-
them from Dwayne the Rock Johnson himself. I believe he said I
Well-
kiss each single headset as it leaves the
Mm.
factory because he never sleeps.
You met him.
Yeah. Well, I bought a Challenger from Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
But that's a true
That's
story.
pretty cool.
But Russell wouldn't let him touch him though.
No,
I wasn't trying
That's
to.
not very
That's the
nice.
difference between me and Phil. I'm
That's
not
not very
trying
nice.
to touch people.
don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's
If
not-
he ever gets a hold of you, he'll always fumble you away.
King of Kittens says new texture nickname Ertz when I pee. That's
Yeah.
not new.
Yeah.
That's a very old
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
football team name.
I'll jot that one down.
Swazman says great weekend of football, Jeffrey. Yes, it was, wasn't it? For some reason, the text line's giving me a little bit of trouble here. Kyle G says, hey guys, real quick, I'm trying to find some missing persons near and dear to me. Any of you see the Packers defense?
Yeah, no kidding.
No,
haven't
you got to
seen
put
them.
that on a milk carton, my friend.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had some highlight plays, but that's about it. I mean, I don't.
T. Licious says, happy Monday, mofos. I hate when Victory Monday gets canceled. On to Thursday,
Yep.
he says, go Niners.
Yeah.
All the football in my house was lost. The 49ers is my brother-in-law's team.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Cardinals,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife's team.
Yeah.
Colts, my team.
Listen, that was a heartbreaker though, man. Come on.
They
Yeah.
deserved it.
You guys played well. You showed me something.
They had it coming.
Yeah.
All right, let's just take this one game at a time. Ralph is on the text line being predictably racist. He says Bugs Bunny would have been better than Bad Bunny,
Well,
but thank God no Taylor.
Mm.
Okay, why does it bother you?
Mm.
Why does Taylor bother you, Ralph?
You know,
and Bugs Bunny would have been better than Bad Bunny. Like I said, have you ever seen Bad Bunny perform? You don't even know what you're talking
He
about.
doesn't. He wouldn't even know who Bad or Bugs Bunny would be if you. Put
Oh,
him
I
in the
think he
lineup.
knows Bugs
Well,
Bunny.
Yeah,
well,
he
I'm
knows.
glad that Ralph is taking the time here. Isn't this the time when Hannity comes on Fox News?
Yeah, where's Hannity and Combs is on, right? Berg
Right.
says, everybody
Harris, that's your best one so far.
eat
Thanks,
more
guys.
cookies, especially peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh, peanut butter. I love me. some
I hear
peanut
you
butter.
loud and
No,
clear.
thank you.
Oh,
Loud and
listen.
clear.
Yeah, thank you. Roll Tide Ryan says, afternoon, gentlemen. Just checking in. Want to say hi, y'all. Hi, Roll Tide Ryan.
Howdy.
Roll Tide Ryan.
How
had
about
himself
Bama?
a weekend? Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my goodness, what a game!
Bama with the upset. Didn't you pick Bama?
I did pick Bama.
wow.
There you go.
Ralph called me an idiot.
First
Yeah.
time in what 30 years, I think Georgia or no, first time in 30 games that Kirby Smart had never led at a game at all.
That's
Well,
wild.
You have to understand, Harris,
Stat.
the reason Ralph calls you an idiot is because you're white and he'll have nothing else to say.
Oh, jeez.
Last Optimist says, met some rugby players. Their solution to any problem was hitting either the gym, cocaine, or meth. Huh, I didn't know that. Moist One says, well, bless my ears. Randy White is back.
I
and
am.
Phil Am is on the show
Yes.
today.
Yep.
What do I owe the pleasure? Certainly to my hot fudge Monday around. What? Okay, moving on. Fish Tank says, which game's going to suck worse tonight? My Dolphins versus the Jets or Phil's Broncos versus the Burless Bengals?
I hate
Suck worse is Dolphins and Jets.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry
hate
to be
say
the
it.
person
Yeah.
to tell you this.
Sorry.
My Broncos are just robbed. They are robbed. They are 1-3, and they should be 3-1. And especially the first one,
If they
where-
should be, they
where-
would be.
where that stupid Colts celebration that is in like the Hall of Fame, where he has, and I hate how clever it was because he's rubbing his belly
Yeah.
along with the other guy when it was the Broncos.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Colts. That was incredible, and I hated that stupid
But
celebration.
Phil, on the positive side, you guys beat the Titans.
We did beat.
Doesn't he remind you of Masturbating Bear from Conan O'Brien a little bit? The mascot of the Colts.
Colts.
Sitting there like doing his little hump thing, his little hump thing. Hump.
He is on the Hall of Fame on like the Mount Rushmore of best mascots.
He
I will.
totally him
Yeah.
and the Nuggets mascot.
Go
those
Blue.
guys.
Go
Yeah,
Blue.
absolutely.
Heavy Metal Maniac says Cowboys lost again. Oh no, we suck again.
They didn't lose.
They didn't lose.
They,
It
by
was
definition, did not lose.
No, they didn't win either.
sort of a tie.
Quiet Cannon says the Ryder Cup was full of highlights. Hey, Quiet Cannon, we're not talking golf. We're talking football right now.
Wrong
Yeah.
show.
We'll get to it.
But we won that, right?
No.
No,
Oh, I
Europe,
thought.
Europe held off
Europe.
a late rally.
It was a late rally.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
bad start for the U.S.
Well, okay. At least we weren't whiny little bitches about it, were we?
Yes.
We definitely were.
People
Oh.
were pretty loud
Yeah,
around.
there
Oh.
was some.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about it. Swazman says, Jeffrey, when I lived in Europe, Germany in particular, I noticed Germans are hard workers. Most of the rest of Europeans are more about fun and relaxation. Thank you for the update.
This is true.
Number one Rattlers fan says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Triple H, how was your final call? Look at I talk college football picks tomorrow, Rattlers fan. We're not doing this right now.
We'll get to it.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, ASU wins again, and they
Yes.
come from behind. Go Devils. Again, we're not doing this right now. Trying to do
God
NFL.
bless.
What's this, Harris's dad? Can we arrange a Fanatic Media pass for Triple H on behalf of the station for the upcoming Cardinals game? He says, should be easy to get, as I don't think anybody's really interested in the
Hey,
Cardinals.
easy. Easy.
I mean, when he's not.
Easy.
Wow, my dad's trying to do some.
I
networking
tried
here.
to get him the credentials, but there was a height requirement. Sorry.
Oh.
That's really on your genetics, Don.
Oh.
I gotta keep eating those cookies. Maybe I'll keep going.
So real quick, we're again, we now have 42 minutes to get this done. And actually it was more like 38 minutes because of breaks and stuff. So the Bills beating the Saints.
Yep.
31-19.
Yeah, this will be an easy one to skip.
That was close. Moving on.
Yeah, but I wasn't impressed by that game. I think the Bills should have really stomped them.
No, you know how it is. They come in there all overconfident and kind of like, whatever. And as things go, you realize, oh, it's only 21-19.
Yeah.
Well, you better put on the gas. And that's exactly what they did. They just did the bare minimum of what they had to do. And you
I
almost
guess.
have to think maybe some of that was just take it easy, don't get hurt.
Maybe.
We're going to beat these guys. Take
Maybe.
it easy, don't get hurt.
I thought Spencer Rattler played kind of well under the circumstances.
Oh, would you give up on
No,
that?
Spencer
You
Rattler,
have been trying to push Spencer Rattler for how long? He's not the answer.
he's completely mediocre.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
He's
He's
been
better-
astoundingly mediocre for a team that I thought had no chance of being respectable.
Don't
he's
try to
been-
give him credibility.
Well
though.
put, Phil. Well put.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me some.
Don't
Don't
credibility.
you try to give him credibility either.
No,
No credibility for Spencer Rattler.
I mean,
No,
not the-
no.
it's not the.
I'm
best.
sorry, Mr. Rattler. Your credit has been denied here.
Your credit has been rattled.
Nice.
Saints are winless.
They are.
Yes.
What a loser team. Oh my God. They haven't even won one game. What a loser franchise. What other franchise could be so much of a loser with loser fans that oh, Harris, did you guys win?
Actually, no, we didn't even score a point. Jeffrey.
Sorry,
Jeffrey.
Hey, better luck. You'll get him.
You know what? Let me tell y'all this. December 28th, the Titans and the Saints play. I will never be more excited for a Titans game in 2 years than that game. It's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
I don't think that's going to be the subtext of that game.
I think it should.
It will be a close game, though. That's for darn
It'll
sure.
it'll be a good game. Hopefully.
Pile of crap is what they're going to call
Yeah,
that.
guys.
Toilet bowl.
I'm coping.
Oof.
I'm coping.
Oof.
Yep.
So we don't really need to talk much about the Lions beating down the Browns, right? That's to be expected.
Yeah.
And
Browns had their miracle win against the Packers last week, and they ran out of fuel.
Yep.
That's the end of that. And then, of course, before we go to break, not a whole lot to talk about with the Texans beating the Titans 26-0.
Who?
The Titans.
Who?
That's how you pronounce that, right?
Pardon me?
The Titans, the Tennessee Titans.
I'm sorry. No. What?
No?
Did I mishear you?
No, I think you heard me right.
Are these working?
Be careful when they play in the cold.
How do you yeah.
What?
The Titans perk right up, don't they? State Street Brat says Hannity comes on at 6 p.m.
Oh, yes. Yes. Must watch TV.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ralph's getting mentally prepared though.
He says, Ralph, you're more than welcome to swing by.
Titans, though, that was the first time, though, you ever saw the offense spring to life. I mean, I don't know if it's the beginning, like a get right game for them. It just was more so like, this is your only one.
Will the Titans have a get right game this year?
You meant the Texans, right?
Yeah,
the Texans.
Texans. Yeah, I was like, wait, we did not get right at all. We had 0 points.
The Texans, though, specifically.
Yeah.
353 yards of offense on the Titans.
Yeah. Oh, well
done. The who? I'm what?
It was good to see Stroud looking good. That's a positive sign for Houston.
I don't know if that's maintainable, though.
I don't know. There's at least something there because they had the OC change, so the system looks very new
play
for
calling
him.
change, though.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was OC. It was play calling.
Play calling altogether. Yeah, and so everything's new for CJ. So for him to look good like that, that's a positive sign at least.
Was there any positive signs for the Texans?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd say that's a positive sign.
Really, though?
They got the win.
Really?
Yeah, Nico Collins looked good.
Really?
They're now 1-1 in the division.
The gauntlet of the AFC South.
You know, Phil, you're within swing range. I'd be careful.
Yeah, that's true.
State Street Brat says, oh, I read that. Sorry about that. The whole thing moved. Ralph from Harmon Solar says, I'm watching the 5, but there's 4 jackasses talking football in the background.
I wonder who those guys are.
Fish Tank says, feel like Triple H just like the NFL players, the younger they are. He's kind of like Leo DiCaprio, right? The further they get away from college, the less he likes them. That sounds about right.
That might be
very
maybe.
There could be something.
Fish
there.
Tank should be an analyst on this show.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, let's
He's a
take a
good
break. When we come back, again, we are trying to talk about every single NFL football game that happened on Sunday. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
I would like to speak to someone in authority.
Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th, 2025.
Before you fly, take a trip to your local MVD office or authorized third-party provider with your required documents and get the new AZ Travel ID with the Gold Star for your new driver's license or ID. Starting May 2025, this new AZ Travel ID gets you through TSA security checkpoints. It's quick and easy. Think of it as your license to fly. Learn how to get your new ID at aztravelid.com. Sponsored by ADOT in partnership with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, trying to talk about all the damn NFL games that happened on Sunday, but you know how that goes. Always something to interfere and get in the way. I'm doing my best. Right now, Phil was just in there trying to help Harris with the lighting situation. He was doing exactly what Randy had suggested, only it had to be hit again.
I succeeded.
So now,
now the only line on his face is on his mustache. Oh wait, no,
yeah,
that's a hat.
That's exactly where it belongs.
It's ill-advised, but it's there. There's nothing we can do about it.
Advised,
I tried to bribe him. Doesn't matter.
Like a tornado warning. Heavily advised.
888-368-1580. Swazman says, hey, Jeffrey, did you know Baker Mayfield in Tampa? Did you notice they're scrappers, even though they didn't win? I think they're going to get the playoffs again. Yeah, we're going to get to that game, and I'm just going to give you a little preview. I think you're right. Number one Rattlers fan says it's pronounced Thai tons. Thai tons.
That sounds
like
wrong.
Thai food tons. Tons of Thai for Thai tons.
Cam Ward, I bet, could eat a bunch of Thai food.
Is he talking about the Titans?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. 888-368-1580. Rex Terra says Packers defense is Swiss cheese.
Yeah, but I think as the season goes on, I think they're going to get better. Don't you?
I do. Yeah.
I think they're going to get stronger.
I think it's hard. You have two aberration games. You have the Cowboys on the one end of the spectrum, where that's just 40 points scored on them seems abominable. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you were able to do what they did in week one against the Lions.
Right.
Where the two meet, I don't know. And so we'll see. I have more faith that they're a better defense than what they showed last night. It kind of feels like it just got out of hand. They got put in horrible situations. George Pickens, maybe they just can't shut down one specific wide receiver, and that's where their weakness is, and they just kept getting exploited on that. I don't know. I have to believe that they are better than that. They are not like the Ravens defense, which is abysmal. They are better.
So we have an issue right now. I just want to let you know the pot calling the kettle black has just shown up. Donnie says, LOL Colts. How about your sad ass Vikings? How do you LOL anyone when your own team lost to Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson got chased down in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, like your best player who's supposed to help save everything, he got chased down by a defensive player named last name Will.
Was it because he was doing the limpy skimpy?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
The great
limpy skimpy.
What was it called? The limpy skimpy.
The limpy skimpy.
Yeah. Jeffrey and I agree.
Yeah, but it was an embarrassing 2 moments, and I would like to have Adonai Mitchell executed.
Oh,
I'd like to have him killed.
Oh, yeah.
But let's get back on track here. Patriots beat the Panthers, as you would expect, 42-13, because the Panthers aren't going to win that many games this year, huh, Phil? The Panthers ain't going to win more than how many games, Phil?
They are going to mature into a offensive engine.
How many games they won, Phil?
They're a playoff team, aren't
Like
they?
a Fortune 500 company.
Mathematically,
Panthers?
they are only 6 games away from proving me right.
Yeah.
How many games have they won, Phil?
They've won one very impressive game
Against?
Yeah.
It's true.
The Schmalkins.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Way to have
Anyway.
a glass half full approach, Phil.
Yeah, and that's a division game. That's the one that matters.
It is. It is.
So the Giants and Chargers game, that was actually fun to watch because I always like to see how Cam Scattaboo is going to do.
Yeah.
Scattaboo.
Hey, Scattaboo.
I love that kid. And, he's doing great. But never thought the Chargers weren't going to win that game.
Right.
my
And then
gosh, yeah.
Jackson Dart,
Boy, that kid is
He
like
darted all over him.
he ain't going to last long playing that way,
he
but
is like uncapped gas, isn't he? I mean, he just lights and goes.
he's somebody who understands the moment and the task at hand.
Did you
And
see him headbutting his head coach?
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
he's a football player.
he's
Oh,
got,
watch
he's
that
got a bit of
kid.
the Baker Mayfield in him.
Did
watch
you
that
see
kid
when
at
they
Ole
made him
Miss,
come
man.
off of the field that one play, and he was all like, "Oh, come on, let me play! Oh, come on, man!"
Oh yeah, he's a football player.
He's got some more to him, yeah,
100%. He's got some of that in him. You gotta
just-
love it.
Got to hope he doesn't end up hurting himself.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he came away from that game with an injury designation with his hamstring. Sat out today. So
Yeah.
and then of course Malik Neighbors going out. I mean that is honestly
Such a
probably the
bummer.
biggest story of the game.
Listen,
unfortunately.
I feel sorry for Malik Neighbors, and I know this is hard on him, but is he thinking about my fantasy football? I drafted
That
him.
selfish son of a bitch.
I know. And now
Yeah,
this,
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
you need to take better care of yourself, Malik. Thanks for
Yeah.
nothing, man.
yeah.
But
Oh.
no, that was sad and hard to see. But again, Cam Scattaboo, 79 yards and 25 carries, and he's doing what he can. I mean, he's starting to learn. Remember that game? What was it? Was it the championship game for the Big 12? And it looked like that the defense had figured him out and was stopping him.
Mhm.
And then later in the game, you could tell he was just
Made adjustments.
learning
Yeah,
them, figuring them out, and then he started running on them at will. And I think that he's learning that same thing
Yeah.
against NFL defenses. And as he goes, he's like, okay, noted. And then he'll just start to do better and better. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you looked at his stats and found better stats the later the game went.
Yeah. It's one thing that's surprising about and why everybody says like he has a tremendous career ahead of him for maximum 5 years.
Three.
Yeah.
I say three the
Yeah.
way he runs.
It's because you don't normally see that style. Like you see that style of gameplay with Derrick Henry, where like you have an imposing physical build and like your stats improve as the rest of the game goes on
Yeah.
because you are wearing down that defense and making them pay for each blow that they bestow upon you. Cam Scattaboo has that same mentality, has that same physicality in such a smaller package. It's insane.
I just don't want to talk about that. Phil, why do you got to bring that filth in here? You know what? It's
Cam's package.
3:31 p.m. and you want to start talking about his package?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cam Scattaboo's
Filthy
like
Phil.
this ain't Saturday morning.
Yeah, Phil. Save that for the weekend, guys.
he's like Cam Scattaboo's like.
Have you
if
seen his package?
I have not actually. No. If you,
I heard
if you
he's got a
took,
pretty good horn.
Rex
I would
Burkhead.
imagine he does.
If
Yeah.
you took Rex Burkhead and you just
And he
gave
can
him
drive
tons
it,
of
too.
lower
Yeah.
body strength, that's Cam Scattaboo. Like that's Cam Scattaboo
What?
right there.
Sorry,
His
we.
run set, Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way he ran was super ferocious style,
Mhm.
but he didn't necessarily
Very
have the
bald.
lower body. Yeah. And true. The lower body strength that Cam
said
Scattaboo had.
Bald?
Tremendously bald. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
yeah.
Astoundingly bald for a man. his
Very
age.
Freshly
bald.
shorn.
Yeah, very bald. That's true. He's a Cornhusker.
Who, Cam
Nebraska guy
Scattaboo?
through and through.
No.
No.
He's
Rex
bald-headed?
Burkhead.
Evidently,
he's not
his
bald. He's
nether
getting there.
regions are.
Wow.
Hello.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
What?
So anyway, I was really surprised the Chargers did not beat the Giants, and the Giants
Yeah.
keep getting dinged up and hurt, but they keep sort of just chugging on.
They have an innovative head coach. Their team is knows where it's at, and their bread and butter is actually their defensive line, which has remained, knock on wood, intact. So
Yep.
as long as that defensive line can remain nasty, have the ability to switch in and out, and keep players coming in fresh and come at you from waves and waves, they are going to have an advantage against teams
Yeah.
such as the Chargers, where what is their biggest weakness and their biggest worry heading into the season? It was their offensive line.
I will not knock on wood because I don't care that much about the Giants.
Well, Phil, one thing to add is the Giants knocked the Chargers out of their game script. What have the Chargers done these last 2 years under Harbaugh? They've ran the football a ton.
Remember early in the show, I told them just like
The
for some
Chargers-
time, now they're having a freaking conversation.
I know.
right
Chargers
across
had 41 pass attempts and 13 rushes.
Tick, 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 tick,
So
tick,
that
tick,
first
tick, 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 tick,
touchdown
tick, tick,
from
tick,
the
tick, tick,
Giants, that really threw them off.
tick, 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 tick,
That's
tick,
all
tick,
I'll
tick,
say.
tick,
We
tick,
can
tick,
go
tick,
back to the regularly scheduled
They
programming.
did a tremendous job. They each earned
tick, tick,
an
tick,
oatmeal
tick,
cookie.
tick, 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 tick,
it.
tick,
Jiminy Christmas.
Right.
All right, let's talk about the Eagles. Eagles are unbeaten. They had a little trouble with the Buccaneers. Now, the Buccaneers, they're tough. They got grit. You can say that. But is this something that the Eagles should be worried about? How much trouble they had holding off the Buccaneers?
I don't think they should be worried. But, it's sort of like that Chiefs team last year where they just found a way and they were grinding out games and they're like, oh, they're 15-2, but it doesn't necessarily, the eye test doesn't support it.
The Buccaneers have had the Eagles number. The last 4
This
games,
is
the
true.
Buccaneers have won.
Yeah.
And this time wasn't any different, except that the Buccaneers were a bit dinged up. And by the way, here we go with this drama again about should the Eagles be more of a passing team
Mhm.
or more of a balanced team with the run and the pass?
Who cares? Just get it done.
Well, and then AJ Brown comes out with this with his text business again,
Ominous texting.
talking about if you're not heard, not listened to, maybe you should just go away.
He's bummed out because he ain't getting the ball, and old Dallas Go Dirt went ahead and got his touchdowns that he wanted, and he's just being a little bit of a baby about it. But I guarantee you the Eagles will settle him down, and everything is going to be fine.
The same thing that happened last year. And remember what happened during the playoff run? All of a sudden, A.J. Brown started getting the ball. They were blowing games open. It's a non-story, in my opinion.
One other thing to pay attention to, Saquon Barkley, 19 carries, 43 yards. Philadelphia is bottom 5 in the NFL in yards per carry this season. Hard to believe after what we saw last year from that rushing attack.
So what's up with the O-line then?
Well, Lane Johnson's been hurt. That is a part of it, but I don't know. I mean,
You think it's
just
Saquon or is the O-line?
coming off a 2,000-yard season? It could be.
Dare I venture that I would go with neither. I think that defenses are scheming that. Why do we need to respect the pass option when you never pass? Like we are like you saw it in the Rams game. They had a plan, which the first half
Right.
absolutely failed at, where they had -1 passing yard heading into the half,
Mhm.
and so they were forced to pass. And because I think teams are heading into a game saying, if you're not going to pass out of any set, why are we respecting it? Let's just-
Exactly.
So I think I think Saquon's
I will
making
not
a,
respect you in the morning.
yeah, I think Saquon's making a lot out of no running lanes
Yeah.
that are given to him. And to be fair, he's faced a ferocious couple of fronts to start out the season. The Eagles have played a lot of really tough run defenses. You look at Vita Vea yesterday. You look at the Rams. I mean, it's murderer's row.
I don't
Well,
want to look at Vita Vea.
I've always liked
Handsome
Todd
guy.
Bowles, but he gets the coach speak quote of the day when he says, "We can't keep falling behind and expect to win." No crap.
Wow.
Really? That's
That is
astounding.
amazing.
Thank you
Ladies
so
and
much.
gentlemen,
2
yeah.
plus 2 equals 4.
Wow. Bruce Arians, how's he feeling?
Mm.
Anyway, so now my game, listen, that I don't like it when I can really look at a game and say one person is responsible for the loss.
But he
And
is.
normally that is never the case. But in this case, Adonai Mitchell is the sole reason the Colts lost 2 different times. First off, Adonai Mitchell catches a deep pass down the left sideline, gets away from a couple guys. He's all starting to feel his oats, and then he starts to get cocky, and he tries to switch his ball from left to right hand, like he's like, and it gets away from him, goes out to the back of the end zone, and that is a fumble into the back of the end zone, and it goes right to the other team on the 20 or wherever it is they put it. And I was just like, oh my God, how can you do that when you saw Jonathan Taylor do that last year? That exact same thing, which you saw eat him up, which cost us a game there. How do you end up doing that, Adonai Mitchell? And then late in the fourth quarter, he got flagged for holding. I don't know if you saw the play. He didn't even need to.
He didn't hold the guy either.
He's kind of
He body slammed.
yeah, he kind of put him on the
Oh, yeah.
ground, technically holding. But guess what? You didn't need to.
Yeah, he didn't have
that
to.
play wasn't coming your way.
Yeah.
You didn't need to do that. And
he-
Jonathan Taylor would have run through him like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to be a problem. So 2 touchdowns gone because of Adonai Mitchell.
Yep.
And I want them to deport him. I want him sent to Canada. I would mail him his clothes, as they say.
Okay.
I don't it just made me so sick. Just so sick. I mean, we should have had that game, but hey, them's the breaks, right? Them's the breaks.
Baby cakes.
Daniel Jones.
How about the Jaguars beating the 49ers?
How about
That
that?
was unexpected.
How about that?
No, the moment you start to believe the moment that you start to believe that the Jaguars, you figured them out, they'll jag you. Like they are just the most confounding
That's why
team
they
that
call
has
them
Is that their new
Jaguars.
saying?
that is,
They'll jag you.
yeah, absolutely.
Don't figure us out. We'll jag you.
jaggy baby.
Will they jag us on or will they jag us?
Hmm. Yeah.
Most
Uh,
fun territory.
yeah,
4 turnovers by the 49ers help the Jags
For
do
sure.
the jagging.
Absolutely. And Brock Purdy, woo, he's looking pretty bad.
Mhm.
He just came back from injury and he didn't get a lot of help.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's a reason when you start to pay these quarterbacks quarterback your money. I'm sorry, I'm going to need more than he doesn't have the entire all-pro team around him.
I get it, but at the same time, the Jaguars didn't do anything to help that. Their defense was on fire yesterday. Those guys were flying around, making plays, assuring themselves of victory.
I don't agree with Harris that this team is going to be anything, but they have lost some close games and now they've just won a close game. So, you know, there's parts of the Jaguars that are doing okay, but in the end, I don't think you're going to get what Harris thinks you're going to get out of him.
Yeah, they were 3-10 last year in one-score games. And Liam Cohen is a big addition for the Jags because they've struggled to run the ball since Trevor Lawrence has been there. Liam Cohen is always, even his days at Kentucky or at the Rams, been able to call such good run plays. And take a look this year, Jacksonville, 5 yards per carry as a team. That's top 5 in the league. So they're really dominating in the trenches. So just keep that in mind for the Jags.
Ralph from Harmon Solar says, Jeffrey, why are you wanting to deport a U.S. citizen? I knew it. Hey, listen, I just thought that's what we were doing nowadays. I thought if you don't like somebody, deport them. So I don't like Adonai Mitchell right now. I want to deport him.
Speaking of Liam Cohen, by the way, if you ever want to just have a fun little moment, go and check out the video between Liam Cohen and Robert Saleh.
Ooh, I saw
Well,
that.
Robert Saleh said some stuff about him saying, oh, yeah,
You're
this is a
stealing
guy.
our sign.
Yeah, he says it's a legal way. And he's like, oh, I meant it as a compliment. But Liam Cohen didn't want none of that. And he was doing the old Will Smith, keep my wife's defensive tactics sign stealing out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And Robert Saleh was like, I will mess your world up, brother.
Yeah, Robert Saleh will.
Yeah, I'm like,
He
who
didn't
wants
have to say it. Just look at
mess with
that
that guy.
big, scary. He looks like the guy from The Mummy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That big, bald, scary dude.
He's an imposing figure.
Oh, yeah. That Liam Cohen, he's like a chihuahua compared to Robert Saleh, you know?
Kind of has a college professor look.
You
Liam
just
Cohen,
don't mess with him.
kind of.
He looks like a baker.
How many games we got
I
left?
can
here?
And I'm not talking about Mayfield, just a regular baker.
I could see that.
Yeah, and like a
Three-
cottage
someone
three
on
games left.
someone on
I
the
think we're
Food
gonna make
Channel.
it. We're going to make
Someone
No,
on the
if these
Food
guys
Channel,
don't
I can see
stop.
that.
No,
They just keep
they
going.
talk like a couple of grandmas.
Like, no, like an old married couple,
Yeah.
really.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Like if your two lesbian grandmas got together
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
they talked a lot of,
Oh,
I'd
Careful,
say
moist one.
football.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Moist one territory. Easy.
Oh,
All right,
so-
let's take a break. We have 3 games left. I swear to God, Phil, you and Harris, if we get through this, then you can just go nuts. You can just chitter chatter about whatever the hell it is you want between now and the end of the show.
I love it. I love nuts.
But you got to get me get through these three. You love nuts, huh?
I knew if I left him a little trail mix.
Would you like some salty nuts for your mouth? All right,
me, baby.
it's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
All systems go.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
Arizona's future depends on a skilled workforce, and that's why students don't just learn at Pima JTED, they do. From healthcare to technology and construction to design, the JTED classroom model gets high school students ready for college, a career, or both, teaching them the skills Arizona employers need right now. Discover how Pima JTED students can support your business. Learn more at PimaJTED.org. That's PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
1580 The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So, all right, 3 games left. Let's talk about them Chiefs coming back to life and beating the Ravens 37-20. I did not see that coming, not at least the way it happened. I mean, there's always a chance the Chiefs can turn around and beat you, but the Ravens did not look good at all.
Oh, no, they didn't. And the quarterback play of Lamar Jackson does not look good right now.
Well, not with a hamstring injury.
And their running game does not look good right now. Their defense doesn't look good right now. The Ravens look like they're completely out of sync, and I don't know what it's going to be to fix them.
Yeah, not a single team in the NFL has given up more points per game than the Baltimore Ravens have this season.
Oof.
That's their issue right there. And you
They
think,
used to be so good.
yeah, with getting Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks in that secondary, you get Jair, and you're pumped about that. And then all of a sudden, what the heck is going on? You have a year 2 D coordinator off of a pretty solid year last year defensively for them. It was okay.
It's a solid year in entirety
For the
but
NFL.
If you remember the first 10 games of last season, we were wondering, we were in this exact same position.
This is true.
We
This
were
is
thinking,
true.
what is wrong with the Baltimore Ravens defense specifically?
Yeah.
And why are they having a bunch of these unacceptable
Whoa.
losses that are in such complete opposition of what we normally attribute to the Baltimore Ravens as a defensive culture, as a defensive organization? It feels like more of the same. Now, what shocks
Yeah.
me is that their run defense seems to be especially abominable.
Yeah.
And the Kansas City
You
Chiefs,
mean as in the snowman?
yeah, they are just ugly and furry and just an albatross across the league that you cannot
Sure.
take your eyes off.
Albatross.
Yeah, my goodness. And so whenever you look at
Albatross.
the Kansas City Chiefs do not have a rusher on that team that it scares you, and yet and
No.
still they were able to dominate and push their will against them even before Lamar Jackson left with an injury.
What about the Chiefs? What's his name on the front?
Kareem Hunt,
no, on the
Pacheco.
defensive line.
Chris Jones.
Defensive line. Chris Jones. You were talking about the Chiefs have a rusher as in running back.
Yes, running
Okay,
back,
All right,
yes.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No worries.
I will wake up now.
Thank you.
Randy, we're
yeah.
on air.
Hello.
So, all right. So the Chiefs got a game. I don't know that means that. Oh, are they back alive? Are they the Chiefs? I mean, what it was more real? The Chiefs suddenly having an offense, or the Ravens just sort of self-destructing? Which one's more real?
I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs had a get well game, and I think the Ravens had a terrible game. And so I can't say there's one more than the other. I think the Chiefs were executing where they needed to, and the Ravens did not.
Worthy
execute.
helped.
I was going to say, remember to enter the season, they knew that they were going to be without Rasheed.
Yes.
Less than a quarter in, less than I think even a minute into the game, certainly of their offensive game plan and snaps, they lost Xavier Worthy. So now you're down your top two wide receivers. I think having a deep threat, a legitimate deep threat, and a person that you picked in the first round, albeit at the end of it, in Xavier Worthy, I think certainly helps the offensive game plan. Now for the Baltimore Ravens, I don't think that this is a death blow for them. Weirdly enough, I still think that they're possible to win their division, even at 1-3.
Yeah, they totally can. And I talked about this in weeks
Did you?
prior. The thing for the Ravens is they feed off of game script. So to run the ball, when you have Derrick Henry, if they run it to Derrick Henry when defenses are playing cover 2, when they're playing cover 1, Lamar will see it. Oh, where's Zay Flowers? All of a sudden, when the game script changes and you're down 20-7 and you're not going to be running the ball as much, you give a lot of freedom for that defensive playbook to open up. And Spagnuolo called one heck of a game. He's had a great season. Kansas City's defense is legit. And Phil, great point on Xavier Worthy. That makes a huge difference for Kansas
I brought
City.
it first. I said it first. I brought up Xavier Worthy before
great
Phil
point.
did.
You're right. Okay.
Also, now that they are 1-6 against the Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens
Yeah.
are. I think Spags just has Lamar Jackson's
You
number.
know what?
He must, yeah.
Bring back Wink Martindale.
Why would you do that?
A, he's got a great name. B,
He does.
He's got a great
Doesn't
game
he
show.
already have a job somewhere else?
And C, he was a better defensive coordinator than the guy they have in there right now.
Better than Spags?
Bring in
No.
Wink Martindale.
All right, so Taco Kenny says, man, Raiders can really mess up a wet dream. Well, the Bears actually can. They blocked a field goal of the Raiders. Another one. What are all these field goal blocks lately?
Yeah. This was all around just a weird game. Like the Raiders had 4 turnovers?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't win in the NFL when you turn the ball over 4
No,
times.
and I think that the Bears have a terrific defense, and I think we've known that all along going into this season. A lot of people talked about the Bears defense. This is a defense that could take this team deep if they could just get an offense to help them along. The bottom line is they had a wonderful defensive showing yesterday, but also Raider fans, fear not. It's not going to be this year necessarily. It'll be next year when Pete's been in there a couple of seasons and he's got more of his personnel in there. You've got more of a long-term quarterback option, and you give Pete a chance to get his game plan up and running.
Nobody's worried about Pete, but I think plenty of people got to be worried about Geno Smith. That was a bad game by Geno Smith. 3 interceptions. He only had 117 yards passing.
Yeah, he's a bridge quarterback. He's a bridge quarterback.
To who, though?
Well, I think both of your questions, Jeffrey, to start out the conversation, is I think one and the same in that the problem is the offensive line. If you look at how did they give up a special teams win? It was because they were allowing broken coverage. Geno Smith, he's looked at the few games that they've had and moments that they've had time to give him time to pass. He's looked fine.
Well, he's also looked bad in other games too.
But that's when they've been sacking him for 5 times
Yeah.
a game and getting
Yeah.
pressures on him 10 times a game. Where he's and also look at, oh my goodness, we're able to get running lanes for Ashton Genty?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And he's not getting tackled and getting first contact behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Ashton Genty still had 21 carries for 138 yards
Finally,
and a touchdown.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it just wait until Pete has a couple of draft picks
to address the offensive line specifically.
Exactly.
Well, he's going to get some good ones if this keeps going, since they can't seem to win games. And now we're down to our final game, the Sunday Night Football. Packers Cowboys ended in a very unsatisfying tie.
I hate it.
But if it's going to be a tie, it might as well be these two bozo teams, right?
Oh my God!
If you don't like the Cowboys, if you don't like the Packers, that ended perfectly.
Did you
if
see
you think
Jerry?
about it.
Did you see Jerry? Jerry thought he won the Super Bowl. Did somebody have to give him his meds?
The
He was all
moment-
standing up there with his arms going, "No, Jerry, it's a tie. Nobody won, Jerry."
Micah got one sack and did not really have the game that everybody probably hoped he would have against the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, here's the thing that somebody explained to me the strategy. The Packers won the overtime toss and elected to kick off. Don't you just want that damn ball first? I know they changed the rules, but wouldn't you like to have the ball first?
Well, the strategy is that the entire game, it kind of felt, from my perspective, watching it on my couch, it felt like every time the Cowboys scored, it was just, and it wasn't like a consistent, like they are better than us. It was just, we just missed an assignment, or, George Pickens just kind of scooted in there. He made an incredible catch, something like that. So if you trusted your defense to say, yes, I know that the score now says 37-37, I realize that it belies a good defensive effort. If I believe in my defense and I'm putting trust into them, and all they get is a field goal, the game script happens exactly as it played out, to where they are forced to take a field goal, and all we need to do is get we are guaranteed either a tie or a victory. And if they do not screw up as they did the end of the game with some of the most atrocious game management of time clock management I have seen this side of 2020s. It is awful how they did that, and they stole a tie from the jaws of victory.
There should never be a tie in the NFL.
I agree.
They need to fix it to where they keep playing until there's a winner. I
Play to
hate
the
this
death.
so much.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
The one thing I've seen, though, back when they allowed it to go further, is that it really did rob you, because, like, at least in college, in theory, they usually schedule to where you have a cupcake either before or after a big game, whatever. And here, it usually robs you of 2 games. Like, the losing team loses 2 games in one, and then the winning team is just so bone tired from one week to the next. It's depriving you.
You know what I hear? The world's smallest violin. I feel so bad for these professional athletes to have to be so tired.
I'm just saying, if Lamar Jackson got injured in double overtime, and all of a sudden, and now he's playing on a Thursday night, would you rather see a Ravens team with Lamar
Should
Jackson?
have no ties, and then have some little gimmicky way of doing it, like a shootout,
Like a kickoff?
something.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Something.
Do something. We can't be having ties. Stone
Hunt off.
Beaver agrees. He says they really need to stop having ties in the NFL. It's
Thank
very
you.
stupid. No
Yeah.
other major professional North American sport ends in ties anymore. Why is the NFL stuck in the past?
Thank you.
It's because they're called football, and European football ends in ties.
Yeah, just make it
Doubt
college style, except don't start them on the 25. Just keep going, sudden death, and then one team gets each possession. They get equal amounts. It's not rocket
We should have a
science.
cheer off. If they're going to allow cheerleaders to still be in there, and it feels so antiquated.
Cheer
Hey, turn off his mic. Yo-Yo Ma says the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win the AFC South. Oh, you were serious. Oh, I thought that was a joke.
That's in my prediction.
It says, pains me to say as a Tennessee Titans fan, but I see it happening. Quiet Cannon says, overtime in the NFL, they should keep playing until the first touchdown is scored, and that's it. Sudden death. They used to. Moist One says, do a kickoff. Okay. Start with a 55-yard field goal. Give both kickers a chance and move back 5 yards if they make it. I mean, I'd hate to see that be it, but it's better than a tie.
I think that would be
after the
entertaining.
first overtime. Start that. Go ahead. Whatever. Firefighter said, who's this blowhard Phil? Steelers in first place in the AFC North, sir, not the Ravens.
Okay, look at that schedule, and then look at where that schedule's ending up. Good luck. Good luck, my friend.
Average Joe says, quarter way through the season, and Marvin Harrison Jr. is on pace for 6 more catches, 1 less yard, and a half more touchdown than last year.
Do we really have to talk about this? Can't Phil and Harris do something else?
Ralph brought up this point last weekend.
Who?
Ralph from Harmon Solar.
Oh, I know who that is.
He was over there, and
I met the guy.
I think it was one of the worst moments that, like, Marvin Harrison is over there thanking God as if it's manna from heaven for this touchdown opportunity to
It's
be.
not what he was
doing.
doing.
He was
relieved.
Yeah.
He was very relieved, but he wasn't being demonstrative or obnoxious about it.
No, he wasn't. But he was on the exact opposite of where Derrick Henry was after fumbling the ball away for 3 weeks in a row. Where Derrick Henry was frustrated, Marvin Harrison was like, "Oh,
those are the two complete ends of the spectrum on that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fish Tank says, when did you scream at the TV more, Jeffrey? When you found out Neighbors was out for the year, or when the Colts wide receiver fumbled a clear touchdown through the back of the end zone?
Oh my God.
The last one. Yeah. I was like, oh no, when I saw him with Neighbors, and I was like, why would you do that? Why? The dogs were like, did you do something? I didn't do anything. That sounds like he's mad at us. I don't know. Why?
Jeffrey, allow me to make a positive twist on this. That's what it took for the Colts to lose against a really good NFL team.
Well, that's
Daniel
what
Jones
it took.
And that'll make me feel better.
Right. But I'm saying, like, you didn't get blown out. It's not because you were inferior. A positive sign going forward is that's one of the best teams in the NFC, and it took A.D. Mitchell fumbling a wide open touchdown to lose that game. The Colts are legit.
Okay, they might be. We'll see on the next game. But Adonai Mitchell, he's not legit. He's a legit idiot. I mean, that was the dumbest thing both times.
I almost guarantee he's learned his lesson now, and he's going to pay attention.
Great. Fantastic. We can't get that game back, though.
Well, but you're moving on to the next game. We're on to Cincinnati.
You excited to pay Daniel Jones $50 million in this offseason?
Oh, he's going to get a Sam Darnold treatment, yeah. I think he will.
Somebody was asking me, he was like, well, how do you feel about Daniel Jones now? I feel like what I saw from him was about what I was kind of expecting to get every game. So the fact he went 3 games playing pretty well and 1 game having a little bit of trouble, I'm not that concerned about it.
I don't know that he had that much trouble, though. He was under a lot of duress.
He was 24 of 33 for 260.
Yeah.
So he's moving the ball well.
There's 12 more games where 13 more games where he's going to be under duress. Sometimes more times than others.
We'll see. That offensive line has been very good this year.
We're going to have a nice season, but that's where it
that's
ends.
one of the best teams you'll play all year is the Rams.
We're going to have a nice season, but I'm not feeling like everybody else was saying, ooh, these guys are legit. They're for real. I'm like, we'll see. I'm not feeling it the same way you guys are. I've seen enough. Moist One says, Harris is very good at giving positive twist. A modern day Chuppy Checker. Okay, that was...
Thank you, boys.
Come on, baby.
All right, guys. I can't read any more texts. Sorry. I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll be back at 3 p.m. Everybody have a good night. Monday Night Football is next. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, want to hear something